Today, I regret to inform you that I finally broken up with T-Mobile. But all is not lost, for I found a new love with Mint Mobile. What's up, guys, and welcome to another video where we're going to talk about why I left T-Mobile for Mint Mobile. We'll also take a look at the pros and cons of switching to Mint. Take a bit of time to support this channel by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. So the reason why I'm switching to Mint Mobile is because I was trying to find ways to save money and then using that money to make some other investments, which I'll cover in another video. Now don't get me wrong, I've been with T-Mobile for a couple of years, and for my area I had no issues with their service. It's just that I don't use some of the services that I pay for, and that added to the reasons why I switched to a service that's right for me. For instance, I don't travel very much, so having unlimited text and unlimited data outside the US doesn't really benefit me. Sure, it's nice to have just in case I do travel to those areas, but I don't use them enough to justify paying for it. And switching to Mint Mobile has saved me over $500 per year. Use my referral link in the description below to get you started with $15 added to your account. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the T-Mobile plan that I was using and the Mint Mobile plan that I currently have. And the first thing you'll see is the price difference I pay per month. With T-Mobile, I was paying $60 per month, but that's only because I had auto pay. If I didn't, it would have cost me $70 per month, versus Mint only costing me $20 per month. But in order to get that price, I would have to pay 1 year worth of service in advance. Otherwise, it would cost me $25 per month. So every month, I would have to be saving $40 per month, but luckily for me, I jumped on a promotion that Mint was having, and only having to pay $15 per month for the exact same service. Most plans these days come with unlimited talk and text, so I won't be covering that too much, but if you don't talk or text that much, maybe you can look into other plans that's the right fit for you. But the two things that I focus on were the unlimited data and the streaming of that data, since those are the two things that really stand out between the two plans, other than the services that I don't use. Oh, and a cool thing too is that T-Mobile has this T-Mobile Tuesday app. So every Tuesday, T-Mobile gives away free stuff. And on this app, all you have to do is just log in and check and see what free stuff they're giving away. It ranges from discounts on movie tickets or free food like pizza and Dunkin' Donuts, or even discount on gas at certain gas stations. So how long does 8 gig of data last you a month? Most people only use about 6 gig of data per month, but typically I only use about 5 gig of data per month. So let's hypothetically say all you did was stream movies on Netflix. Then 8 gigs of that would only last you about 12 hours. Maybe you only watch YouTube, and that'll get you 20 hours of 480p. Maybe you're a music lover and you just stream songs all day on Spotify. Then expect around 100 hours of songs in. Maybe you're an online gamer on the go. Expect to get 160 hours, but most likely your battery will run out long before you hit that number. But who really does only one of those things? It's kind of unrealistic for an average person to only do one of those things at a time. They typically do a little bit of everything, and I happen to have a realistic breakdown of when I reach the 8 gig limit. And ta-da! This is my mobile data usage from August, which was completely coincidental that I hit the 8 gig limit, since at that time I had no idea I was going to make this video. But anyway, I was traveling a lot that month, I would say for about 2 weeks worth, and I was on the go a lot, so I didn't have much access to Wi-Fi, which means my data usage was going to take a hit. And as you can tell by looking at the screen that my biggest usage was with YouTube, and I use over 4 gigs of data. That's over half my data allowance. And what that equates to is 60 10-minute videos at 720p, because I've got to change my quality settings down. Keep in mind that if your T-Mobile plan, they will limit your videos to only 480p no matter what setting you have. Which would have been a blessing for my situation. So let me explain the non-streaming apps that I was using, because these numbers are not going to make any sense if I don't. So on my second largest data usage is Facebook, which is pretty similar to the other apps on this list in that it doesn't consistently use data, unlike streaming, which uses data consistently. It only pulls data when it needs it. Like for instance to load an image, maybe to check your location. But as you can see, I was able to do all these things until I reached the 8 gig limit. Now in a normal month, I wouldn't even get close to hitting that limit, especially if I'm on Wi-Fi at home. but this gives you a pretty good idea of what you can do with 8 gigs. Also, when you reach the 8 gig data allowance, it doesn't mean you can't use data. It just scales down to about 2G speeds, which really may feel like you don't have data anyway, because it might take 2 minutes to load a Facebook page. As far as YouTube, after the 8 gig, that's you can pretty much forget about that. Alrighty, so does speed really matter? I would say yes and no. So if you're looking at the speed test I just did, the first thing you'll notice is that it says my provider is T-Mobile, and let me assure you that during the speed test I was definitely under Mint. But since Mint is an NVMO, mobile virtual network operator, which is powered by T-Mobile, which also means that Mint is using the same cell towers for service. So basically I'm getting T-Mobile service without all the bells and whistles. And Mint really doesn't have any physical stores, which is probably why they can offer such low prices. Well, that and the fact that they only sell their plans in bulk 3, 6, and 12 months, which is something you might need to take into consideration when deciding to switch. But since I'm switching from T-Mobile to Mint, I've noticed no difference in speed or connections in my service. It's like I never really left. But anyway, back to the original question. You'll see 2 numbers, downloads and upload speeds. And the average user is really only concerned with the download speeds because the upload speed only really matter if you do transfers from your devices or you do a lot of live streaming. Whereas download speed is how fast something gets downloaded to your device. So the faster the download speed, the faster you'll see a web page or a video on your device. So the faster speeds, the better. But a respectable speed that you're likely to see is around 25 megabits per second. Loading videos might be slightly slow, but you're really not going to know too much of a difference. Keep in mind that this is also depending on your connection. So if you only have 2 bars, don't expect to be able to have a quick connection and load, videos or web pages. So why stay with T-Mobile? Well, if you need a family plan with multiple lines, then T-Mobile might be for you. For instance, if you need 4 lines, each line would only cost you $30 per line, and you'll get all those features, including T-Mobile Tuesday for each line, which may be cheaper than Mint Mobile if at least one person takes advantage of the T-Mobile Tuesday app. Maybe you frequently travel to the areas outside the US that's covered by T-Mobile. Then it might actually be cheaper than pay-as-you-go. Or if you like their support and are comfortable with their service, and maybe you even want to go into the store and speak with a representative, which Mint Mobile doesn't have. So why would you want to switch to Mint? If you want to save money. We already talked about how much you could save if you switch, and frankly, that's the main reason why I switched. Maybe you don't need all the bells and whistles, then why should you pay for it? Maybe you're on Wi-Fi most of the time and you don't need the unlimited data, then Mint will provide you with a good happy medium. Maybe you don't use some of the features and saving money outweighs them, and you can find alternatives to these features. So be on the lookout for some really nice promotions like the buy 3 get 3. It's basically paying $10 a month for 6 months. And if you're still on the fence about it, why not try it out for 7 days, risk-free, and a money-back guarantee. Don't forget to get the $5 added to your account by using my referral link in the description below. Alright, so my final thoughts on switching over to Mint. You want to do what's best for you. You want to check the service coverage in your area. No matter how great the company is or how awesome the service is, it doesn't make much of a difference if it doesn't work well in your area. That's why I encourage you to try out their 7-day risk-free trial, because you can put their SIM card in your phone and test out their service. This way you can get an accurate feel for the service in your area. And you still don't like it? Then they'll give you a full refund. No harm, no foul. You want to determine if the service you're getting is worth it for you. If you can get the services minus some features that you can live without for the same price, then why not pay less? Think about what you can do with the money you save by switching, and I'll provide all the links in the description below, so go ahead and take a look. And as always, thanks for watching. Feel free to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I really hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you like this video, feel free to keep yourself entertained by watching some other videos in my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload my latest videos.